Looks like we're going camping today. So here we have the River Camping Adventure by LEGO Friends. This is set number 40694, and this set was provided by the LEGO Group for early review. Now this is a GWP or gift with purchase offer. So you have to spend, I believe, around $100 with select themes such as Friends, Dreams, Ninjago, LEGO City, and Gumdrop purchases. You get the set added to your cart. Why is it a GWP? I don't know. But we get to build a tent and all this other awesome stuff. What is this? What are these two ladies witches? They're going to brew something up for Halloween? Well, we don't know. And it looks fun. It looks really cool. I like camping stuff, so it just jumps right on into bag one. And a lot of this stuff is packed loose. Got a set of stickers, so we're going to have to put that on there. And some of these plates. Okay. And we have 4 numbered bags. Let's begin with bag 1. And I have a story to tell you guys and gals. It's related to this set. So, I've been waiting for this set to come in because I saw that it was an outdoor camping theme, and I thought, oh, this would be real fun. The worst thing that happened, it got hung up in customs. Matter of fact, they end up opening up the box. The box that the set was packaged, that the set itself was packed in. And yeah, we're building Paisley there. And despite of all that, I was not too happy. I wasn't dissatisfied with DHL. They're the ones that shipped it. But to open up something that they pretty much could have just scanned with an x-ray machine is beyond me. Oh, we got to put Paisley together. But I wasn't too thrilled with that. And they were just making sure I wasn't sneaking any fish or wildlife in there. Well, this maybe because it had camping on it or something. We don't know. But I was just kind of like, you're serious, right? They could have just x-rayed this and found out. Here we got Paisley. Okay. And it had a box. This box has been opened and resealed. I've had things hung up in customs before, but that was during my eBay days. But now I'm getting a lot of this stuff hung in customs now because, oh, we want to make sure that you're not doing anything illegal. Oh, yeah, maybe because I'm an adult playing with a kid's toy. Is that what it is? Anyways, though, but I thought that was the most silliest thing. I mean, I understand why, you know, people smuggle stuff in, but come on now. Like I said, do we even have the technology? Probably not. So we have a pathetic excuse for a campfire. And then we got this water that we got to put in there. It just sits in like that. I mean, look, they just have you drop it in. And we got the marshmallows. So must be roasting the marshmallows or having deep fried marshmallows. I don't know. But yeah, I thought, you're kidding me, right? I'm held up in customs. And the sad thing about it is, ooh, these are printed. Ladybug tiles. That it's a GWP, and I made it past the mark, so at least I'm not biting the bullet on this one. I'll have it done before its initial release. But for me personally, I thought that was the goofiest thing. And then this is just to put the holders in here. Okay. Like that. And so far, this is not a bad build. We also got ourselves a beaver. I know some of you guys do not like the Friends figures or the Friends animals and stuff. But when it's the only thing you have in a pinch, that's just it. Okay. So some are very picky on that. Now we're going to start doing the fun part. We're going to go camping now. All right. So I got that done. I have another couple of sets that I had a review that I did. And I had to do it twice. I may have to do it 3 times. I built part of it wrong. Went and corrected it. And when I went back to the camera, it had everything set on auto, so I'm hoping it's fine. And I'm not a fan of having to spend hours and hours and hours reviewing sets. I'd rather spend that time on other things. Like after I get done with this, I'm going to probably unbox another small set. And then I'm going to go back to the Michael Myers house and get that going as quickly as I can. And I just want to get that done. That project's been going on way too long, and I don't want to drag it out into 2025. Yes, that's why I'm trying to do that now. And in addition, I pretty much made up my mind. I think I'm going to cut tutorials in half for next year. You'll see more reviews on Fridays. And for everybody else, or for the few that are on my YouTube memberships, you will still see tutorials on that Friday. So you'll get a double video. Cool, huh? For everybody else is watching a review, you get to see tutorials. I'm just tired of getting 100, 150 views. So, and I mean, in all fairness, though, I don't have to do video tutorials. They were just mentioned by an ex-friend of mine I should do them. Like, okay, yeah, sure. And now I think it's time that I just move to a printed format and just do that. I mean, I still enjoy building stuff and exploring my imagination, but if very few people are even watching those style of videos, it's not really kind of worth it to do. Well, if you need a lot of bricks with bowels, here you go. Look at that. You get a bunch of these. So bag 1 looks like it does Paisley and the tree base. I was really hoping this would be split evenly. Huh. Oh, these come in tan? Little fire hydrant part. Alright. Oh, I guess they were supposed to put that on like that. It's supposed to simulate the mushroom, like a fungi growing on there. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Like that. And that's what we have remaining for bag 1. Now we're moving on to bag 2. Yeah, I was watching this documentary about Lego and AFOLs. Well, AFOL, because they're only interviewing one person, and I thought there's more than just one. About halfway through, oh yes, I design sets for Lego. I clicked off that video real quick. I thought, that's throwing a ringer in a fight there, you know. I thought, well, if you're a hobbyist, but you're also doing that, I don't really want to hear it. I thought, oh, I had one of my fans, why don't they ever interview you for those type of things? I don't know. I guess maybe because I am a hobbyist. And that's kind of a nice piece for a rock. I'll have to get a couple more. Oh, we got another one. These are always cool to have. Alright. I mean, this is a change of pace from what I've been building. I've been building some pretty large stuff. And sometimes I want to go back to basics and just build something very, very small. I like these type of sets because they're small. It must be water comes out. That's exactly what it is. We're going to have to deface that beautiful tile with sticker number 2, which is that one right there. With lily pads, I would have just plated that in, would have looked better. And then that goes right there. So the water's flowing on top of the ground. Oh, we got to put another sticker, which is sticker number 4 on that. What a waste. I could use that for a seat cushion. Make sure your lily pads are at the bottom of the bow, because that's what the instructions showed. Yeah. There we go. Well, maybe we're building rocks around it after all. Now this is the type of stuff I like building, this outdoor stuff. And obviously you can tell the difference between my builds and Lego. I mean, I go in for detail, and I know some of you have been commenting, man, your stuff's heavy. You got a lot of foliage parts. I heavily cake down foliage. But the trick of it is use a green base underneath and plant your flowers and shrubs and stuff on top, like the campground. Remember the campground stuff I did in the amphitheater? That's what I did. We got some kind of a bug. Always used to see those out there. Yeah, I do miss camping a lot. I just miss getting up in the morning and going for an early morning walk when it's still cold outside, and then coming back and fixing a breakfast. And then start my day. Now I get up and I have a cold bowl of cereal and get ready for work. Then come back and stay inside the house and wait till it gets colder, and then I'll do it. Go walking and stuff. No, that's not gonna. We got to put a sticker number 1 on this. Looks like we're getting all the stickers done now. It looks like. Oh, you know what? This would work good with the Lego Friends camping sets. The adventure stuff. Yeah. And this goes here. Been trying to find a couple of buddies that like to go hike up to Mount Whitney. It's the tallest mountain in the United States. Well, the 48 states anyways. And it's not that far from where I'm at. And you have to get a permit, and it's booked out probably 1.5 to 2 years in advance. Well, you have to really muscle that crate down in there. And I just can't find anybody who wants to go. And I thought, I can go by myself. Kind of different. Wow. We've done this a few times here. All these Friends flowers. I got to order more of those. You see these? Look at this. This is what I've been doing here. I've done a few of these in my campground builds. Those hair accessories, they come in handy. Especially for you guys out there, I'm going to tell you right now, do not throw away those Friends accessory pieces, the hair pieces. Do not toss those. You can see, like, oh, I don't like the Friends flowers. Well, look. Okay, they even make those in green, too. And you can stick this on top, and that's detailed. Just learned something new out of that, huh? I've been doing that for a while. They're not too bad. I just need to order more. And then we have more mushrooms. The set has a lot of medium to small parts. But, you know, for the most part, it looks pretty good. I like these outdoor builds. There we go. Okay, and they gave us an extra hair accessory. I'll take more of those. And that is what we have remaining for bag 2. I can always use those flower pieces. Alright, here we go with bag 3. Now, if you've noticed with these Friends sets, the only thing that's Friends in these is, well, the minifigure head that's rolling around, if you've noticed, is the Friends dolls. They still look the same. But what's the one thing that looks different is the colors. You notice now Lego's starting to use more subtle colors. You know, colors that we use every day. And look, oh, we got to build Nova. Cool. But except for that, these Friends dolls are not too bad. I know a lot of you guys hate them and stuff, but I like the Friends dolls. They just seem a bit more, the proportions seem more correct. And yes, you can use those wigs on your regular minifigures. And if I can find Jay the Surfer, I can see him, and I don't see him anywhere, I'd prove it to you. But there you go. There's Nova. She's got herself a lantern. Boy, that looks familiar. Lego, are you copying my stuff, or is it that trivial? Well, this is built a little different than mine, maybe. There we go. Always got to have a lantern, so there's Nova. Paisley and Nova. Okay. Okay, we got to put our utensils in there. Boy, don't you want to go camping now? Oh, this is that reddish orange. How I know that? Well, that's coral. I don't think we have regular orange in here. Well, at least you get 2 cereal bowls and 2 spoons. So this has got some dishes. So if you get this set, there you go. You have breakfast in the morning. Breakfast by the creek. Except they only have 1 tile. Lego, make a 3x4 tile that fits these. It would look really cool. And give it the crate pattern, like a textured piece. Well, no, you won't, but it'd be nice if you did. All right. Okay. Yeah, so I've been going to bed really early and getting ready for work and stuff like that. And it's not really fun. Still waiting for vacation. My nephew's still hanging in with work. He just told me, he goes, oh, I don't mind work. It's just I don't like getting up and have to go down there. Yeah, that's how it is. I said, but you work from home, it's the same thing. Oh, I don't want to have to get up and spend all day on the computer. I said, it doesn't matter. All it boils down to is you have to do it. And that's just how it is. Okay, I can use more of these log pieces. Remember that Alpine Lodge? Yeah, we can use more of those. And I'm trying hard not to yawn in your ears. There we go. Oh, are we using these for sleeping bags? Well, that's not a bad idea, because sleeping bags usually have that poofy thing. I usually use ingot tiles. Let me get that in there and I'll show you here. So they use those for the sleeping bag. Kind of cool. So one person's sleeping on logs for the night. And we also got these bluish green color too. Well, we got a hole there. Fill that right in for you. And yeah. I like going out in the outdoors. My bunch doesn't like it. I do. It's like, yeah, gotta have the outdoors. They use these for the minifigures to walk into. Here's a helpful hint. Minifigures can also snap in there too. I've used those a few times for minifigures to keep them in place. They do work for the most part. Yeah, so I remember just camping in a tent when I was a kid and a teenager, and it's just weird. You wake up in the morning, and you hear all the birds going off and everything. It's just a nice sound to hear when you wake up. versus I wake up and hear a lawnmower or a weed whacker or somebody's junk car starting up. What is that? Oh, they must be catching butterflies. That's a cool little jar to have. It's printed. Look at that. That's really nice. Put that right there. That's a coral tile. And that's it for bag 3. Well, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. We got an extra spoon, too. Alright, finally we have bag 4, and I can use those ramps. I bet those are going to get stickered. Come on, get out of there. Ooh, I can use yellow leaf pieces. And yeah, that's essentially what we're doing. And these go with the skateboard quarter pipes. I've been trying to get these. Well, here we go. I have them. All right. And then we got to put sticker number 3 on here, which is this. I have a feeling we're building 2 of these, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-sticker the other one real quick so we don't have to deal with it. And this is probably the only time I'm actually thankful that these are not printed because I need those. I need those ramps for something else. All right, it only tells you to build 1, but you do get a lot of these tiles, 2x3 tiles. Ooh, I've never seen these in this color. Put these with other things, you'd have nice fall colors too. So far they look like they're the same. Maybe they're not. But you know what, I have a feeling that these are the same. Yes, they are until the very end. So I think these are mirrors. All right. So let me do this one real quick. I can always use foliage pieces. Here's the deal. You get stuff like this, and I get questions asked, how do I obtain so much foliage parts? That's how I do it, is from sets like this. I don't keep these sets together. I rip them apart for my own ideas. So that's, oh yeah, so you could tell the difference between orange. We got orange and reddish orange. So not dark orange, but reddish orange. I think that's like more of a newer color now. But I watched that documentary, and Lego always evolves. Imagine back in the old days, Lego sets were so plain and boring. Well, for me, they were fun. Now, as an adult, I can take those same sets and make them even better, and make a whole new idea, a whole new creation out of them. Don't roll off. Okay. Now we got to make some sticks here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare this, and hopefully I don't mess up here. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build 1 of these right now. Something in my gut is telling me not to do that, go too far. And I don't think I have these teeth pieces in orange. Alright, whoops, you know what I need to do first? Follow the directions, Jay. I've been having problems with that. Put that in there. We'll put the cone in there. This, like that. Those tooth pieces, I've never seen them in orange. I may have some, I don't know. But I did watch this documentary, though, and there's some people out there who literally spend a lot of money into this. Like, they're buying sets for investment purposes. I mean, that's fine if they do, but for me personally, I'm buying this stuff, or it's even given to me, whatever, for my entertainment, for fun. This is just a fun relaxation. Put that right in there. Okay, did that fit in all the way? No, it did not, because it's teasing me. There we go, like that. Okay, so let's take a better look at that. Okay, just like that would look good, it's just in itself. And then we already built part of that. Okay. What is Paisley, you're still walking? You're walking to the campsite? Okay, it's the same thing as this. So if you're building this, it's a mirror. It's the same exact thing as this, except this is on the other side. Okay, so we're working on this side right here. Okay, well I got it backwards again. I've been careless Jay for a while now. I've been kind of messing up on things here. And then this goes in here. And then put that right there like that. Alrighty. You can probably see right inside there. I'm just gonna. Okay. That back one doesn't like going in, but that's pretty good though. Look how tight that looks. I'm not a fan of this ugly stuff on the front here. If you could find a way to hide that up, I'll be inclined to get a few more of those, because that does look like a nice A-frame tint. Okay. All right, now we got to work on the tree. But yeah, Lego, you need to make more sets like this. No, send me more small sets like this. Either you send me modulars or small things like this, not those junk sets. This is to somebody else this may be a junk set, but for me this is a valuable build. And then we got to lock all that together with this here. Okay. Yeah, sometimes I build certain pieces off frame. Okay, now we got to make a bunch of these. That's a nice color combination. Yeah, but this one A-fall, this professional Lego guy, yeah, I see a new part and I want to just build something new with it. Well, that's how I am. I see new pieces, I'm like, cool, I got ideas for that already. I'm going to be ripping that off for something else. I don't keep sets together. Some people do. They have this big elaborate Lego room. Especially the guys who are LAN fan media, and they just take all the sets they can. If I were to display anything, it'd be my own custom build. It's not what somebody else engineered in a workshop. My own stuff is fine. Okay. And I'm having a hard time here. Oh, I see. Okay, there's two more green leaves that go here. Like that. Okay. And oh, okay, so if you want, you take the leaves off and you have it where you can camp under in the fall. I've camped in the fall a few times. It's really nice, but it starts getting colder at night. It gets darker earlier, so you can't go hiking as much. So what I'm going to do, and this is what we have remaining here, I'm going to leave these other pieces out for the tour. This is essentially what you're getting. Now, where I live at, it's always green all year round. So that's what we're going to be doing here. And I'm going to... Now we're going to start setting up. And for the most part, as you can tell, this is really packed with a lot of features for a small build. You know, you got the two ladies here, and we'll put them by the witch's cauldron. I mean, I think it would have just been better if they just used a traditional campfire, but they didn't. Bouncy, bouncy. Yes, I got to bounce the camera for those who are motion sickness here. You know what I might be inclined to do is put this on a turntable, because there is some details in the back. Let me take these. Let's just leave them here. Okay, let me do the turntable gig real quick. And once we get that going, I'm going to go ahead and just be inclined to combine the tour and the review with this. All right. The tree just seems kind of fragile, but let's slide that in here. I know it's not the most exciting thing to see right now. Why do you think I index this as setting up? Because some people want to see the whole thought process behind one of these, and that's why I do it every episode. Enjoy your free tutorials. They're going to be going real soon. I'll still be doing tutorials though. More set reviews, less tutorials. Okay. I'll put the Bucky the Beaver right here. And let's put him right here in the middle there. Alright. And we can get a little closer here. And let me get back just a little bit. Just moving an inch just makes a big difference in the camera. Alright. Let me focus. And we'll turn that up there. Okay. And then we have that floodlight. Whoa! Man, looks like he just got hit by lightning there. And that's essentially what this is. And then we have the extra leaf pieces here. Okay. And that's it. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll put these, let's display these like I actually cared. Let me just do this here. Make that part of the campground, and then when we rotate, well, let me just bounce this back a little bit. Now I'm not going to do a full-fledged close-up tour on this. Now the reason being is for something this small, kind of, we don't really do that. I may just say you get these extra pieces and hold them in my hands too. That might be better. Put that over here on the sofa where I can grab them easily. And I would say that is a winner for me. I think that'd be good for not only that, but a thumbnail. So I'm going to go ahead, I'll just do the tour, the review, and you know. But for the most part, it's a very enjoyable build. I enjoyed putting this together. Well, let's take a quick tour and we'll do the review. Here we are at the river camping adventure, and the adventure is a bit on the small side. Here we have Nova, and we have Paisley. A nice set of mini dolls. Got a little beaver and a witch's cauldron with some marshmallows, and that's pretty much what that is with some water in there. It seems kind of odd for a campsite. It seems like the cauldron would weigh more than all this other stuff is combined. Here we have the tent. Take our famous 360 spin tour. Got some rocks and some fungi on the tree. Not sure why it's like that in there. And we got some rocks, flowers, mushrooms, all sorts of stuff. And for the most part, it's a very interesting build. Now this does open up to reveal the inside of the tent, so we'll swing these out of the way. And that's essentially what it is. You got two sleeping bags, and this right here does pop open. Let's get a nice close-up view for you. You got 2 spoons and 2 bowls in there. So that's used to make the witch's stew. We have something to eat at night, and that's essentially what all that is. And this just folds up and such. Not much to it. This is all stickered. Too bad it wasn't printed, but I guess it's to be expected. But I need those ramp pieces, so maybe that's a good thing. And it's a nice little GWP set. This is playable. This is a nice playable model. For its size, it can be played with. Now, if you want to, you can pretend like you're in the fall. We do have extra leaf pieces, so these are in flame yellowish orange, and we have yellow. So you can change these out, or you can mix them up and make it a larger tree if you want to. We're going to start the review with play value, and despite of its size, it is a fully playable model. You have access into the tent, We do have accessories and some greenery. This is something that can be played with maybe for a few hours. Not too bad. Especially with the beaver and everybody taking a topple here. It is a nice playable model. Build quality seems okay with this. This flag may come off and some of these leaf pieces, but for the most part I hadn't had anything fall off, so it's pretty strong. Even in here, these are pretty sturdy. Everything's pretty much fixed down. The only thing I don't like is the accessories inside of the container here. These could fall out and get lost, so just keep a note of that. Everything else could be fixed. The thing is, I'm not too much of a fan with all loose pieces in builds, just because things can get lost. It happens, you know, that's what it is. Build experience. This was a very enjoyable set to put together despite of its size. Now, I like camping and outdoors, so this was a treat. Nice, bright, vibrant colors. Obviously, if this can hold the attention of an adult, this will definitely hold the attention of a child. You got your oranges and your greens, red. There's just a lot of color. It looks good. And in addition, it's natural colors. You know, the older Friends sets, they have all those bright pinks and magentas. This one looks normal, so I could see this tent being transplanted into my campground. It would work. Even the witch's cauldron could too. And things would just fit. This is normal colors, not the Friends colors, but you do get two Friends dolls. So it looks more like a Lego City set, but just for Friends. The set does come with a lot of nice pieces you can use for other creations, or you can add on to this and make this a bigger campsite. There's plenty of things to do. Now sadly, this is a solo build. This can't be built with a group. So if you're interested in building with a buddy, you may want to look somewhere else. But for the most part, this is a nice GWP set. So it's meant to be on the smaller side. It's not meant to be built by 2 or more people. But most GWPs are smaller builds. But this one here is a winner. Now for my final score, this is going to get a 9.5. It's missing a brick separator. You really don't need it in this set, but it'd be nice, especially if this is your only set you have. And it has stickers. The stickers weren't too bad to put on, but you know, it's a small set. I was hoping not to have to put any stickers on, but for the most part, a 9.5 in my scale is really good. You're getting a nice, good GWP set. So if you're spending $100, and that's what I'm just guessing, because Lego didn't provide me that information, you're getting a good build for your buck. So just imagine you buying a modular or buying some parts from Pick-a-Brick. This would be perfect. It's a nice set to have. This would make a great gift too. I wish it was for retail, because I'd like to get maybe 1 or 2 more of these just for the parts. One day Lego may do that, but I doubt it. But you know, who knows? So you have to buy like DREAMZzz, Friends, City, Gumdrop, and I think there was a few others you had to purchase in order to get this. But for the most part, it is a nice set to have, and I enjoyed putting this together. It was a highly engaging build. But tell me what you think.